The Merchant Meets the Wise Wolf. Episode 1 opened with a mother shares a tale with her child about a protective wolf in a distant southern land. In a land much farther south than here, the wolf promised the youths of that village that it would bring bountiful harvests of wheat. The wolf kept its promise. It kept it for an exceedingly long time. No one knew when it began, but the people of the village would use the phrase, "The wolf is running," when ripe wheat stalks swayed in the wind. They even said the wheat was eaten by the wolf when the harvest was poor. The village is really treasured the wolf. But after a long time had passed, no one remembered the promise they made with the wolf anymore. The humans who began to sow, nurture, and harvest the wheat themselves, no longer believed in the wolf that brought bountiful harvests. The scene then shifts to a man named Kraft, a merchant traveling alone. One day, he travels to a village to conduct some business. As he arrives, he sees all of the villagers happily harvesting the wheat. In this village, during the harvest, they have a tradition where the villagers will leave a sheaf of wheat unharvested. They believe that the last sheaf of wheat is a hollow, a wolf harvest deity. Whoever harvests this sheaf is then locked up for a week. This is done to ensure that someone is always present to watch over Hollow and prevent it from escaping. While Kraft is watching, he hears a sound coming from his cargo. Later, during his discussion about business with the villager mentions that he believes the era of praying to the old gods has ended. He attributes this to their new farming methods taught by their new lord, stating that they no longer need to rely on prayer to the gods. As Kraft is about to leave, an old man asks him to stay for one night since Yeri, one of the villagers, really wants to see him. However, Kraft refuses since he has other matters to attend to. At night, Kraft is surprised to find a naked girl with cat ears sleeping inside his cargo. The girl introduces herself as Hollow, the wise wolf of Yoitsu. Kraft doesn't believe her and insists she show her real form, but she refuses, fearing it will frighten him. Kraft then insists, saying she has to do it if she wants to travel with him. Having no choice, Hollow explains that changing forms comes with a price. She then takes a small amount of wheat and consumes it. As soon as Kraft sees her true form, he can't help but feel scared. Disappointed by his reaction, Hollow leaves him alone. Feeling guilty, Kraft decides to return to the village. After that, he meets with his friend, who was supposed to be locked away in the granary for a week. His friend expresses immense gratitude to Kraft, as Kraft was the one who taught him how to negotiate prices. During their conversation, Kraft learns that in this village, people no longer believe in Hollow. The only reason they celebrate the festival is simply for enjoyment. Later, after returning to his room, Hollow comes to surprise him. Kraft is confused about why nobody has seen her yet. She tells him that it's because she lives inside the wheat. During the harvest, she is in the last piece of wheat, which is why it's quite difficult for her to escape from there. However, there are exceptions. If there is a larger amount of wheat than the last sheaf nearby, she can move to that wheat without being seen by humans. Hollow then tells Kraft that the reason she stays in this village is because long ago someone asked her to ensure the harvests in this village. Since right now people no longer need her help anymore, Hollow wants to leave the village and travel to the north. The episode ended with Kraft agreeing to let Hollow travel with him. If you come this far, please consider liking and subscribing for more videos like this. Thank